Okay, so welcome everyone, especially those people who are watching the recording of this. We'll get started in about 10 minutes. This is our um, regular evening deep guided meditation by the fire. So welcome in, get comfortable, find your meditation position and your meditation mind, and we will officially begin in about 10 minutes. So if you're watching the recording, you can move ahead to the 10-minute mark. I hope you're well and peaceful, and if you are someone who watches these recordings, please leave a comment, say hello. It's always nice to reach out and to make clear that we are participating and we are gathering, even if it's not able to happen live. Somehow we are still together.
Oh, si è bruciato.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. Take a few minutes to get settled and allow people to join us. see Asha, Caitlin, Kat, Cliff, Eliza, Francie, Jim, Jamie, Christina, Maiko, nice to see you, Maiko. Miss Maddie, Penn, Robert, Scott, and Tony so far joining us. Hi there, Courtney. Scott, nice to see you from your car meditation hall, the meditation hall of your car, so that's great. And Kai, hey there, Kai.
Hey, how are you?
Everything's going well. It's still cold, but we did some work practice today. We organized the wood storage area, so we're much more prepared for using the wood for fire. More aware of what we have. Hey there, Dia and Elk and Rafa. And on YouTube, Tatayo, Skinks, Adrian, Justin.
I didn't know that there was also like YouTube streaming there.
Yeah, right now we have 22 people in our call in the Discord and about 5 people watching through YouTube. Hey there, Nikki and Simon.
Hello.
Get started pretty soon, just another minute or so. And we can probably turn off the bigger light. I think nicer to have a lower light, softer light.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a full house today. 25 people here in the group meditation. I will ask that if you're just a spectator, if you're just coming for the show, then please do consider to give space for that other person who might want to join. But of course, if you're here to meditate, then you're in the right place. And Adrian's first time meditating. over on YouTube. Okay. All right. So, very sincere welcome to everyone who's here. Very much appreciated. We also have 5 people here, the residents of the temple of the Tabarwa Center here in southern Italy, that are in front of me, behind the camera. So, to do meditation, we first have to have the intention to do it. Just like going for a walk. Going for a walk's not difficult, but if we don't have the intention to go for a walk, it's impossible. We couldn't do it. So we can take a moment to really consider what is our intention. You know, why are we, it doesn't have to be a complicated reasoning, but we can ask for ourselves, you know, do we really want to meditate, and why is it that we are here? And for each of us, we can find some kind of answer, some kind of touching our intention to be here a little bit more deeply, a little bit more closely. And breathing deeply, we can breathe in that intention, whatever it might be. We can really put it into our heart. This intention to practice, this intention to be with ourselves, to be with our own body and mind at this moment. Having found that intention to practice, we can bring up a feeling of a kind of a resolution or a resolve. So that is that during this period of time, for about the next hour or so, that we're really going to apply ourselves. We're really going to practice straight ahead, and not fall into a kind of, you know, well, I guess I'll just keep sitting here, but really to practice, really to put our heart into it. We can take a moment to make sure that we are in the right posture, that we are seated comfortably, seated in a stable position, and that we are sitting upright. Our spine is somewhat straight, shoulders somewhat back. One of my first teachers, the center that I lived at, she would instruct to have a strong back and a soft front. Strong back and a soft front. So the belly and the chest are very open and receiving the air and enjoying it, but the back is upright. The back is holding us up. Very grounded and stable. We can start to place our attention, our focus, our mind on the place where the breath enters us, comes into us. For most of us, we're probably breathing in through our nose, so we really give our full attention as if it was something fascinating, as if it was something very vital, very important. This breath coming in through our nose. We give our full attention to that feeling. And we can take 3 or 4 very deep conscious breaths, focusing on that feeling of the breath flowing in through our nose. Really bringing our mind home to the body. Feeling the richness, the aliveness of the breath. And as we feel that richness, that aliveness, letting the breath settle. Letting our mind settle into the tranquility, the simplicity of just giving our full attention to the breath. And that joy, that peace in knowing that there's nothing else for us to do right now. Nothing for us to worry about, to think about, to fix, to solve. But giving our whole life force, our whole self, to the feeling of the breath flowing in and out, to this practice of allowing our body to be still, be stable, allowing ourselves to just breathe. And as we are just breathing, we can perhaps feel this awareness of the breath coming into our body. So we're not just aware of the breath, but aware of the presence of the body. Aware of the breath inside the body. Breathing and being with this awareness of inside the body. Our normal mode of operation is get pleasure, avoid pain, avoid unpleasantness. But in this just breathing and being aware of inside the body, it's okay to notice unpleasantness. It's not a problem. Looking at it closely, looking at it clearly, that tension or tightness. There may be a lot of thinking that comes up. Maybe we can't be aware of the body. Maybe we have a lot of difficulties. And so just prioritizing your breathing. Whether we think about it or not, the breath is always happening because we need this breath to be alive. So when we get involved with the breath from a place of calm and sincerity, we're really getting involved in the practice of supporting our own life. Keeping our body healthy, alive. Giving our body what it needs. Just breathing. Feeling the breath in the body. And feeling the sensations of the body without judgment. Allow your conceptual mind, thinking mind, complicated mind to just melt to this awareness of the body. This non-judgmental experiencing. Our head, the neck, the shoulders and the arms, all the way down into our hands, our fingers, so precious to us. The chest, the heart, the upper back, the spine, the rib cage, the lungs, the whole midsection down to the pelvis, the bottom of the spine, the groin and the thighs, down to the knees, the calf muscles, the shin bones, our ankles, those precious, precious feet, toes. Where would we be without our body? All those judgments of ourselves and situations, all those stories, that constant inner dialogue. Where would all of this be without your body? But the body is not an idea. It's not a thought. It's not a story. If your parents didn't come together with a pen and paper or think their way through you coming into being, this body that is so alive, so precious, so vulnerable, this body that is at the heart, the core of all of our stories and worries and fears and beliefs, desires. This body is empty of thinking, empty of words and stories, empty of past and future. Rather, it is this moment to moment, breath by breath, lived experience. We practice meditation as an act of being with this lived, ever-changing, alive experience of having a body. Just breathing. Just being aware of the body. The body as we are experiencing it, moment by moment. once again, we can collect our attention to the nostrils, to the very fine, very subtle feelings of the breath flowing in through our nose. The breath flowing in, entering the body, filling the body. Our whole body becoming full of the breath. And as we breathe out, releasing fully, letting go fully, becoming more and more still, more and more aware. Aware of this breathing body. Allowing the breath to happen naturally. Allowing our body to be still naturally. There's a kind of effort of no effort, of simply allowing. Allowing the breath to happen. allowing the body to be still. Allowing unpleasantness to be there, without trying to get rid of it. Accepting that unpleasant or painful feeling in the body, as if it were an unlikable person who just needed a friend, needed some kindness, needed some patience. Needed to be given a chance to just be without so much judgment, without so much reactivity. Be a friend to your discomfort. Be a friend to your difficulty. Just sitting, just breathing, just being aware. And while certain things may come up, pain, mental or physical, it's just like sand. You can't grab onto it. You can't hold onto it. For a moment it seems you can, but then slowly falling apart, dissolving, breaking down, falling out of your hand, out of your grasp, out of your judgment. Falling into this sensations, noticing, being. As we hear the sound of the bell, we can bring an extra layer of brightness, of attentiveness to our practice. No trance, no fogginess, but fully alive, fully awake, fully aware of the breath and the body. Always remembering that if we find ourselves to be in a state of confusion, doubt, giving up, if meditation ever becomes complicated or convoluted, be willing to allow yourself to breathe, to prioritize this act of breathing, this act of moment-to-moment presentness, and relying on that rather than the confused state that arises. And from that place of just breathing, you can look at that confusion. You can be aware of that discomfort, that being overwhelmed, instead of being overwhelmed by it. It's a very interesting practice to go deep into the mind and from this place of depth, from this place of thoughts becoming deeper, richer, more dreamy, to once again turn around and look at the present, to look at the breath as it is at this moment. The clearness of it, the brightness of it. Aware of the body and following the breath as it flows in and out. We can start to slowly move our body. Start to stretch. We can massage our face and our head. So the breath and the body are never far away from us. They are anchor points to simplicity, to stability, to the present moment. So we can always connect with, remember, restart and refresh our perspective, our reactivity, the quality of mind that we have from becoming aware of the breath, sensations of the body, existing in the present moment. For some of us, if we tend to be very heady, very often getting lost in our thoughts and in ideas about ourselves and others, we can carry around a mala, or we can carry around some kind of stone, some kind of object to keep us in our body, to keep that physical sensation. It can be very grounding. And to have a mala, to have a nice bracelet that also give us a reminder to be there in the present. Even just rolling your fingers like this, it's always in the present moment. It's the sensations of enlightenment, really. The sensations of breaking through, cutting through complicated thinking. Okay, so anyone have questions or sharing experiences this evening?
may I share something?
Okay, go ahead.
In the past, when I was meditating, I noticed that I don't know if the right words. I felt closed in my mind, focusing, of course, on the breathing. But yesterday and today, I it was a different sensation in my meditation. I feel as if I'm aware of the emptiness, and there's so not closed down or is focused on the breathing and just aware of the emptiness, and it was very calming. Almost as if there's more room in my mind that is empty.
Okay, thank you. I hope we can all have some of your empty mind. Anyone else? Question or sharing experience?
Stephanie, if you want to go ahead, you can. It looked like you were raising your hand.
Stephanie, cannot hear you. You need to, let's see, unmute your microphone. Yeah, you need to Unmute your microphone. There should be a button next to what looks like a headphone icon. You can try to type if you're not able to find that way to unmute. Oh, great.
It's that, for the, like, this, meditation, like, this, sometimes I feel like sensation like this.
Yeah, this one of the mudras from the Buddha. So different people, they get a different feeling for holding their hands in certain ways. So if you feel to hold your hand like that is concentrate your mind, then that's great. Just to keep still is important. The stillness is very important. Yeah. And if you like that, you might want to spend more time to look into yoga, different kind of stretching, different kind of poses. You might also get some benefit from that as well, if you have that kind of uh, karma. Karma is a little, that word carries so much extra with it, but that kind of affinity to certain positions like that, and it affect your mind. So yeah, you can try also some yoga.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. Anyone else? Okay. So we can all bring our hand together, and we would just chant together 3 sadhus, and we will end our meditation for today. All right? All right, thank you everyone for your continued practice. We're going to keep up with this schedule twice a day, so invite your friends, invite your family, invite your good side and your bad side, and we will come together and we will practice a meditation. All right? Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you all.